Thank you for taking a look at my 2007 Acura TSX for sale. It's an '07 with about 37,000 miles at the time of this video, so it's a little bit under mileage, which is good. Not that it matters for Acuras and Hondas really, because they can go forever. This is done in a Nighthawk Black Pearl, which is my favorite color of all the Acura colors. It's a little bit blue in some lights, but it's a gorgeous color. Ebony leather interior. I'm going to tell you not only why this car is awesome on its own, but why it's better than the new TSX and the TL, the last generation TL, which you might consider buying instead of this as well. First of all, this is a 4-cylinder which has more horsepower than the new TSX, so figure that out. So it's great on gas, and that also means it's better than the TL in that respect, which is a 6-cylinder. The other difference between this and the TL of the same generation, the 2004 to 2008 era, is that this is actually built in Japan, which is where you would want your Japanese car to be built, whereas the TL was built in Ohio. And I'm sure that the specs on the TL are great, but if I was going to buy a car for its reliability and buy a Japanese car for that fact, I would want a car that was built by the guys who made it famous, which is Honda. So, let's take a look at the inside here. This car came with navigation, which is the only option you can get in the TSX for the first generation. So, we can take a look here. Again, you've got your nav screen there, 7 inches, which at the time of production was the biggest nav screen you could get in any car. I don't know if maybe Mercedes has beaten that out since, but it's a nice big screen, impresses everybody. Gets you where you need to go. It's a really awesome nav system. You've got Bluetooth here for hands-free cell phone usage, which is cool. And you have all your other options that you would ever want in a car. Obviously, heated seats, the HID lights, the xenon lights, sunroof up there, airbags all around, 6-disc CD changer, dual-zone climate control. The automatic transmission with the manual mode, which is driven BMWs and Audis and Lexus and who knows however many other cars. And this manual mode on the Acura is right up there with BMW's SMG, which in a way is actually the opposite of this, but that's neither here nor there. Let's take a look at the back seat. This back seat doesn't get used a whole lot by me, but this is personally my own car, but it will fit large people in there, that's for sure. I've had a 6'2" guy back there who was quite comfortable sitting behind me, and I'm a little bit reclined as it is. So there's definitely plenty of room. It doesn't come across as a big 4-door sedan, but it fits. It's got quite a bit of room. The rear seats fold down, so you've got good cargo room there too. This car is awesome on gas mileage. It's probably more awesome than your typical TSX. I'm not sure why, although the last 3 of the VIN on this car are 888, which in Asian cultures is one of the luckiest numbers, so I don't know. Maybe someone took a little bit better care of it than they would with a regular TSX when it was in production. That's just a theory of mine. But I digress. As far as the gas mileage, I get about 37 on the highway, mid-20s in the city. I've gotten 40 on the highway before for a span of like 200 miles or something like that. So it's really great from that perspective. No serious accidents, anything like that. It's got, you know, a couple things here and there that you would expect from a 2-year-old car. The only noticeable thing, which I will happily show you, and by the way, this is one owner, of course. I got it. It was on the dealer's lot for 2 days before I bought it. I waited for it to come in and then I bought it. So it didn't even sit out in the dealership for a whole winter or anything like that. It's been mine basically since the day it hit US soil. So anyway, here's the only real issue is that I've got some curb rash on the front wheel here, as you can see right around this area and over there, because I apparently suck at parallel parking. But other than that, the car is spick and span, and it's just so awesome to drive, and I hate to get rid of it, but it could be yours. So any questions, feel free to call or email me, and once again, thank you for taking a look.